With the UK-EU Trade and Cooperation Agreement, there will still be imports from the UK and to the UK. But that means more bureaucracy, rights and higher costs. Agricultural trade between the EU and Great Britain but will remain duty-free in the future. This is what the new trade agreement between the European Union and the United Kingdom provides. Giving presents in Brussels, after lengthy negotiations, the negotiators of the European Union and Great Britain drew on the draft of a trade and cooperation agreement on Christmas Eve. The good news from the point of view of agriculture is trade and agricultural relations between the EU and the UK will remain duty-free in the future. Quotas will also not be there. Federal Agriculture Minister Julia Klöckner takes care of the agreement, which is also considered to be a public signal for the public and mutual trade relations. In the event of a hard Brexit, even without a trade agreement, access by German agricultural and government sectors, according to the assessment of federal agricultural knowledge and export losses, had threatened. Now, the UK already has left the EU single market and the customs union. The free movement of people, goods, services and capital ended. Representing the rights of the new trade and cooperating agreements is what we have to do now. And that means more than EU farming on the island and UK imports into the EU. For inspections, border clearance and transaction costs will come about, and the Federal Ministry of Agriculture values it around of 10% of value of the goods. And this is at the beginning of the year, with new rights and administrative problems at the border, and they are really possible. In principle, food imports from the United Kingdom will in future be subject to the same controls as imports from other third countries. Imports of plant components and meat products from Great Britain must be accompanied, among other things, by corresponding certificates from January 1st. Insofar, that's required by EU law. Rules of origin are intended to guarantee that, and that especially in the case of composite products, only products originating in Great Britain can cross the border duty-free. And some in the comments asked, what does it have to be? 50%, 55%, 85%? There is a whole list in the annex of the deal. There are different percentage rates for different products, so you can't generally say that. According to the EU Commission, the EU was able to enforce its position in the negotiations and agree on rules of origin comparable to those with other trading partners. A protection of future geographical indications of origin is not agreed in the trade agreement. Only the existing designations of origins remain protected. The trade agreement contains a general clause that the parties can jointly agree on new rules in the future. With the agreement, both sides undertake to ensure an equal competitive environment. A race for competitive advantages through lower environmental or social standards or state aid should be prevented by this. A new dispute settlement mechanism was planned for this purpose. A joint partnership council is to ensure the proper application and interpretation of the agreement. If the agreement is violated, both sides can take sanctions, such as introducing punitive tariffs. The EU did not enforce its demand that Great Britain recognize the case law of the European Court of Justice. The Kingdom is also not bound to follow new EU standards. From the point of view of the Berlin agricultural ministries, it's therefore difficult to assess how effectively the rule will work for an equal competitive environment. The fishing regulations were particularly controversial. Originally, the EU wanted to maintain the status quo of access to British waters and quota sharing. London would not accept that. Instead, the British wanted to renegotiate the rights of EU fishermen every year. In the end, there was a new framework for the management of fish stocks, at least for the transitional period of 5.5 years, within which 75% of the EU fishing opportunities were retained. Mutual access to other waters is guaranteed. Annual mutual access negotiations may become necessary after the end of the transition period. From the point of view of Agriculture Minister Klöckner, the result means painful cuts for EU fisheries because they will have to forego some of the catches in the North Sea in the future. And Klöckner said, "We have to support the fishermen and give them a hand in this difficult situation." And if you want to stay informed, please subscribe to my channel and my other channels. I'll see you in my next video. Bis gleich.